That telescope is an amazing feat for scientists in science news. But also in science news, we have some not so great news. So a while back, we talked about this scientist. He's a chemist named Charles Lieber. He was the one that was arrested for taking money from China and the US government simultaneously for research. He actually worked at a university in Wuhan as a researcher, and he was part of the Thousand Talents initiative created by China. So his trial came and he was convicted. He lied about, what were you gonna say, Peach?
He deserved it.
He deserved it. He lied to the government about participating. He lied about his actually getting money from it. He didn't claim his bank account from China or anything. And basically, when prosecutors were like, "Why didn't you admit to this?" He's just like, "Oh, I should really pay attention to what I'm signing." It's like, no, you know what you're getting into. They gave you like a $50,000 monthly allowance on top of $150,000 for your research project. And the reason why you have to report it to the government when you're working with other foreign entities, it's not that it's illegal, but it's because it might be a conflict of interest. So the entire scientific community has been watching this trial because a lot of other researchers work specifically with China, and they're wondering like what kind of hot water they're gonna end running into. And I think that some of the narrative that his defense tried to spin was just like, well, why aren't we asking what this program is for instead of like, why did he lie? Well, why did he feel like he had to lie? That's the problem. So I think that this is going to open up a little bit more of a can, because it's not illegal to participate in these recruitment programs, but they still have to disclose what they're working on in case, because the whole America First mentality. Charles himself, like, he's an amazing chemist, and he actually was really close to receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. He created these small little chips that can be inserted into the human body that will help people that have that are paralyzed or disabled.
Wow.
And he was super close to that research being completed, but because of this, all that research is being taken away. So I think like his defense was really leaning on top of that. Got it. But yeah, there's a lot going on with this in particular. I wanted to come back to it because we did talk about it. The one thing that I couldn't find was last time we talked about a vial being uncovered in one of the researchers' like briefcases that was traveling to Wuhan, but nothing else has come of it. And I can't even find that original article, which is crazy because it was in the DOJ on the DOJ's website. So I don't know what happened to that evidence.
It's so quickly to see things disappear and they were never there. What are you talking about? You're crazy.
Yeah.
Mandela effect. Ooh.
That's not the way the Mandela effect works.
I was telling Puzzle about this yesterday. I was like, hey, we were watching Order of the Phoenix and how the Ministry of Magic reacts in that movie is how I feel like our government is reacting right now to whatever is going on.
We're also watching Harry Potter.
Fine.
We just
Everything's fine.
Just gaslight you. It's okay.
Where y'all at?
We just finished Prisoner of Azkaban. I always get so emotional over Sirius. I'm like, it's not fair. It's his only family.
Yeah, we still have the last 3 to do because they're Christmas movies.
I agree. They're Christmas movies.
We had the choice between Die Hard or Harry Potter, and she chose Harry Potter.
Die Hard. Why not Die Hard?
Die Hard all the way.
Why not both?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Yeah, why not both?
Or like in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yippee-ki-yay, mother buckets. Anyway, just to wrap up this topic, I think that there's going to be a lot of other circles of scientists that we're going to see kind of have charges brought against them and what exactly is being brought against them. So I'll keep you guys posted on that because it is concerning when it's like our scientific community is being like persecuted, but at the same time it's like, well, why are you like, what are you working on exactly? And why were you working with a foreign entity? And I don't know if that's just like me being like a super American and being like America first instead of like research first. But yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure.
Yeah.
But then again, some of the research isn't necessary as we can see, right? Like, was researching COVID viruses a good idea? Now that we can look back.
Well, maybe because we got a vaccine out of it super fast.
Well,
the
no
SARS,
comment
at
on
least.
that.
Anyway.
I agree with you, NJ. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard to not feel like, you know, we should be first. But at the same time, like, why is the government, why is the Chinese government trying to poach scientists from other communities and other countries? If it were really invested in research first, then why try to poach them?
I think that's where the biggest where most of his heat's coming from the situation is that he was receiving grants from the government to do the work, and then he was receiving grants from the Chinese government to do the same work, but he wasn't telling each other government that he had grants from the other one.
Yeah, and so he said in an email, he was just like, I feel like people who don't like me have brought this to the attention of the authorities. So it's like a whole
Haters
drama.
gonna hate.
Yeah, like I'm really a chemist.
50 years ago, he would have been labeled a traitor, like off the bat, no question.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Was it called the Red Panic?
Yeah, if it came out like during Snowden's era when he was dropping information, like it was candy, then.
I mean, yeah, that's right. We're waiting for Julian Assange to be extradited back to the United States now because Biden's going after him. Because he leaked all the information on Obama, so now they gotta strike while they can.
Interesting.
Well, that wraps up another great episode, and don't forget to join our amazing and supportive community on Discord.
In our Discord, you can find game nights, watch parties, food pics, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. What's not to love about that? We have a little something for everyone. Head over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find more info, especially our featured gamer of the week.
Speaking of something for everyone, we have a book club. We read a book almost every month and talk through it together. We also have a special perk for our subs to discuss other books in a series called Chapter 2.
Don't forget to swing by YouTube and drop us a follow at Official Millennials. You can also find us on Twitter at MillsOfficial. We appreciate all the support, and y'all have a good one.
This is an Official Millennials production.